Well, last episode we talked to a wolf man.
I mean, is he a wolf? Is he a vampire? These are questions.
Just kidding, fellas.
I would appreciate more respect forwarded to my brother.
Last episode we sat down for a parley with Jonas's long-lost half-brother Schnobik. We've been led to expect a beast of a man, but we're surprised at how reasonable he seemed. The brothers looked like they had some shit to work out, but we were more interested in Bezleth Luatul and learning all about how the White Lady is fighting to save Lakeshire from demons coming out of the ground and is stealing soldiers to turn them into vampires so she has more men for her army. And seems like she's got a lot of plans in motion that might coincide with our plans if we're willing to make a deal with the devil. Schnobik snowed us in. Schnobik snowed us to a cottage. Where we are now resting and waiting for Bezleth to arrive. Also, I happened to overhear Paraso saying he really wants some vampire blood, and a vampire was presented to us as a problem that might have to be removed, but for now we're sitting tight. Fellas, does that sound like I covered everything?
I think you got it.
Yeah, there was a fire on the wall, but it didn't light the wall on fire. So yes, that's good.
Then you know what that means. It's time for Dungeon Dads.
All right.
All right.
Heroes rise, heroes fall. I see 'em on the front line, standing tall. They're risking life and limb to answer the call. But what they fighting for? Don't know, don't care. Just along for the ride, but everyone must stand. I'm gonna make sure I'm the winning side.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast.
What's up?
We are here with Sam the War Priest. Wait.
Wait.
What?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He doesn't know invisibility. John, what'd you do?
Well, I'm sorry. I wiggled my fingers. He vanished. I don't know.
He was just embarrassed about that. That really sad recap. Yeah, after giving me shit about Nimrod Tolkien in the last episode. And
You colossal bag of dicks.
what happened?
I hadn't done my able voice for a while, and it's not always easy on the pipes here. I had to get myself some water. You're supposed to stall for time.
Instead, I decided to introduce you first.
And running up the stairs.
Yeah, no, I had my headphones with me, but not my microphone, so I heard every word.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, Abel. Welcome back, Jonas. Welcome back, Phil Neer.
Wait, I'm just going to do this right by the mic now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so good. So worth it.
You know, here I want to just want to put this out here as someone who's not from Austin. There's a lot of buzz around the old Topo Chico.
Oh, it's the best.
Just, I mean, but it literally is just exactly the same as my my home buzzed water with the from the. What's it called? Well, what's that machine called?
Listen,
that I have?
I don't know why
Soda
you're
stream?
trying to make me even madder than I
SodaStream.
am right now. Like, you've already put yourself in a hole with me. I don't know why you're trying to dig it deeper. Like, that's always your instinct. You know, it's like, ooh, I'm on his bad side. Let's see how far we can push this.
I don't know why. It literally is the worst thing about me. And I don't know why I am the way I am, but I'm glad you're still my friend.
Well, listen, since you asked, I will say this. It is not only the finely balanced mineral flavor of Topo Chico, the texture of the bubbles is just perfect.
Oh.
It's not too carbonated, not too flat, just right, smooth. I will say this, don't get the 2-liter bottles.
Well,
It's got to be ice cold out of a smallish glass bottle.
I see. Yeah, with the glass bottles, I will give you this. The bottles are ribbed for your pleasure. Just right there at the top.
That's
it feels
great.
good.
That's great. Great tangent. Now,
Yeah.
next
And
now,
they're
now
not
for
the
the
Sponsor,
episode.
guys. We're spending way too much time on Topo Chico.
Listen, if Topo Chico wants to sponsor us, I would lose my shit. Not only because they're a great company that I would be happy to support, but also because I go through a lot of Topo Chico in my house, and I would love for somebody else to be picking up that tab.
I'll tell you what I'm going to
cheap.
do. Next time you're in my house, I'm going to take a Topo Chico bottle. I'm going to put my SodaStream water right into it and pretend like I'm opening the top. And I just want to see. I just want to see what
SodaStream,
happens.
also not a sponsor.
Yeah. Also
And-
not a sponsor.
Most people have not noticed this, but if you look very closely at a bottle of Topo Chico, it's a pretty good side boob on there.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true. That's true. Well, welcome back to the Dungeon Dads podcast, everybody.
Welcome back to
Yes.
Carbonated Water and You.
Well, so when you decided to call the white lady to your location,
Oh,
I do
don't
just
know
wanna
if that
hear.
was good.
what I mean, and I mean this in the best kind of way. What were you thinking?
I think that's what I was alluding to at the end of the last episode, and I was like, "What? What are we doing?" I mean, I'll stand by my comrades here, but
Well, you really want to know? I was thinking that Schnobik is clearly completely under her thrall, right? He
Right.
doesn't have any agency of his own. So in terms of, our choices are in dealing with Schnobik, well, either we turn around and go home, which I suppose we could have tried to do and see what happens. Or we could try to break him from her thrall, but that didn't seem like it did not seem like that was a viable path forward, considering how completely he was under her power. Which means we've got to deal with her
Yep.
directly. I mean,
That's
he's not the decision maker in this scenario. She is.
right.
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, this is what I was thinking about sort of in the moment as that dynamic was becoming clearer, is thinking about, again, overall, what are we trying to do here? Or at least what's Abel trying to do here, right? What's his overriding goal is to bring the war to a close as fast as possible.
Yeah, makes
And
sense.
and if, this is a heretofore underutilized power in the valley that could come in on one side or the other or its own side, all things being equal, we'd rather it come in on our side.
That makes sense.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I will say for Jonas, it's personal. If he can find a way to break whatever's going on with Schnobik, he'd like to at least size the person up.
yeah.
This is very
And-
table talky. We gotta get the
Yeah,
game on,
yeah,
guys.
okay,
People are listening
all
for gameplay here. We got bonus episodes for table talk.
Well,
Well,
it's
wait
good
a-
for me. It's good for me to know where your minds are at.
Is it? Is it good for us for you to
It's
know
good
where
for
our
you.
minds are
It's
at?
good. It is good. It's good for you. Yeah.
Well, and to me, it all comes down to how convincing is this story about demons breaking free, right?
yeah, sure.
Like
So-
if
Sure.
if that's a real threat, then she's somebody we have to deal with. And if it's just an excuse for her to create necro slaves and build an army to potentially come up and menace the surface world, obviously that's somebody we can't deal with. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's find out.
All right. So you get your long rest.
Wait, we get a long rest?
You're gonna get a long rest, and
Whoa.
yeah, and
Oh shit, never mind. I'm like, if he's giving us a long rest, it's because we're gonna need it.
Because we're really gonna need it.
I could have used spells last episode. I was thinking about it, but I was like, no, we're dealing with Bezleth. We're gonna. Okay, I should have.
you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it.
Well,
So
no, I
wait,
would have appreciated
I
it if I
had
needed it.
4 temporary hit points there. Do we lose that? And
Do we
our-
lose the bardic
our
inspiration too?
inspiration? Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna lose both all of them.
Oh man, see,
shit.
this is now getting worse, Tom.
Yeah,
this is
right.
worse.
Hey, listen, I get a 3rd level spell slot back, and I would have traded
Well,
both
that's
of
good.
those.
All-
That's probably worth
all
more
good
than
stuff.
3 d8s.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I hope
And
so.
a second and a first.
Yep. Yep.
All right.
Well, listen,
Well,
if the Revivify has to be used on you, you'll be glad I got that spell slot.
That's true.
Although John did tell us that you only have 150 diamonds worth of 150 gold worth of diamonds left.
Yeah, not
So
enough to
you-
use the diamonds to cast it again.
Yeah, so you may want to
So I'm prepping
unlearn
something else
Revivify.
then. Fuck
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Unless we can just find 150 gold worth of diamonds.
Right,
I mean,
right.
they're just laying around, right?
Maybe it's a mine, right? They're digging somewhere.
That's true. That's
80
true.
feet down. Lots of diamonds 80 feet down.
Well, so about unless you guys are gonna do something weird during your long rest, I can sort of describe what happens during your long rest, if that's okay.
Yep.
Go for it.
So Kunkel comes off of your staff once you get in this building, and he flies away. And 2 or 3 hours into your long rest, you guys are still, you're reading up on your things, you're resting. Kunkel flies back in, and he's carrying a note, and the note is written in Common, and it is nonsense. It looks like it's probably written in some kind of code, but at the bottom of it, it just says in the key of G, and you take a quick look at the note, and nothing's happening, and then Kunkel flies over it and takes a guano laden shit on the note and wipes
shit
his
laden
butt
shit,
all over
okay.
it. Yeah. Wipes his ass all over it, and you can see that this illusory script sort of starts to come clear, and it says, anything you tell Kunkel, he will fly back and tell me, and I can send you another note. Are you safe? Do you want escape?
I would say we are not safe, but stay where you are.
Yeah, right. We are safe enough for now.
Yeah. All right. So Kunkel flies back out, and about an hour 6 or so, Filner, you hear Paraso, and he says, I would like to compel you to walk out the door. I feel many creatures who would be helpful to both me and to you, not very far away. My dear, sweet paladin.
I am your paladin. Okay. And what kind of trouble would you be getting me in?
I would like for you to go and to put me inside a vampire.
You've said as much. Are you able to determine whether the vampires around here are of... how do I put this? Insufficient strength so as not to be a problem. We have a big meeting potentially coming up, and I would not sacrifice my abilities later at the expense of simply getting a vampire for you if it will end my life.
I'm sure you'll be fine. I will. I can tell you this. There will be no Paraso for a vampire. So if you fall, I will have to find another champion. It will not be too undead.
So you're saying go outside, fight somebody, and if you die too fucking bad, I'm stuck here, you will be stuck there forever until someone who is not undead finds you, yes? That's what you're saying? This is sounding like a worse idea than I think you believe it was.
My dear Paladin, what I need from you is for you to go outside and kill a vampire. He does not have to be a strong vampire. Kill one of the ones that is resting. You heard the man say they are resting in the cage.
I tell you what, I will go for a walk. Should I see one isolated enough, we will see what I decide to do.
Will you bring me along for this?
Yes,
You may join. Walk.
You may join me.
Filnir, where are you going?
Aren't you asleep? I think everybody's asleep. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
All right, we're all asleep.
I mean, it's a long rest. It's 6 hours and no long rest. 6 hours is enough sleep. I didn't really need the long rest, so if I don't get the one hit die back, then so be it. So sure, I'll walk outside. Actually, all Tom, you can adjudicate that because it's been 6 hours, not the 8. So if I don't, then I would still have the Bardic Inspiration, or is that gone for time?
It's only 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So you actually lost it once the conversation with Shnobik was over.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you go outside and there's a cage that's got a bunch of guys in it. They don't really pay you any mind. There's no sign of Shnobik. The other cottage does have a fire going in it. Which was not the case when you first arrived. And the work in the light well is done. Like no one's working now.
So I don't see. So going for a stroll, I assume it's still dark out.
Mm-hmm. It's perpetually
yeah. So I don't see any sort of lone halfling vampires.
No.
How many are in the cage?
There are 13 in the cage.
Yeah. Well, that's not going to happen. I might go look in the window.
What if you blast one of them? Maybe you could get them to carry the dead one back to us, and you could put me inside them.
I mean, you want me to just randomly stab things from outside of a cage? I suppose it's safe enough.
It does not have to be sporting.
All right. I suppose they can't get out. If it would please you, that's fine. That seems simple enough. Are there any guards?
No. There's no guards over there.
And are these halflings vampire looking? Can I be sure that they're vampires, not just halflings waiting to be turned?
Yeah, I mean they look like the ones that you saw eating on the deer.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Well, then I'll find the one that's standing closest to like a corner of the cage, and I can Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
Without getting close to it.
Okay.
The cage looks sturdy. Yes.
The cage, sure. Yeah, I mean the cage looks like it is wire and wood, and it actually looks, it's very similar to what they have the cattle in. So I mean, like what you saw of Shnobik, he would have no problem ripping this thing down.
Right.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, the more this does not seem like a good idea. This is a cage made of chicken wire. I'll walk over to the Hark house and see if I can peek in the window.
Okay. Inside Hark house, you see Heinrich.
What?
I will walk back to our house.
Okay.
And I will rouse my compatriots. Gentlemen, I'm sorry to wake you. I hope you have rested well. I could not sleep any longer, and I went for a walked by the Hawk cabin, and found that Heinrich, of all people, is inside of it.
What?
Would you like
Heinrich's
to have
right next door.
He's in the other building. I thought you should be aware of it in case we wanted to have a conversation with him further. I don't know that it would be of much use.
We need to find out what he's doing here. And if we don't like the answer, we need to run.
All right. Then let's go.
Are you gonna go? You're gonna go over there?
We go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we take a few minutes and they get geared up, I assume, because they were sleeping, and then we'll walk over to the Hark cottage.
Okay. So your approach to the Hark cottage. This thing looks like a very Spartan build out. It looks like many of the cottages that were in
Fort
Fort
Hapas. Fellas, did I pick the right accommodations or what?
and the one splurge on it is honest to God real sand glass. So it's real blown glass, not lady bone, not anything else.
Okay.
It's real glass, and you see that there's a fire going through the glass, and that Heinrich is sitting at a very plain wooden table with a bench, and he's sitting on the bench, and he has brought some of his materials, and he is busy making something. There's a small a candle that is heating up a liquid in a glass tube, which has a straw that's going over through some ice, and then it's dripping into another thing. It looks a little bit like the process of making like vodka or something, but you have no idea what the liquid is on one side or the other.
It sounds like I just immediately Gail's coffee maker from Breaking Bad comes to mind.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure. A bit, yeah. A bit of this. Yeah.
Shall we knock, or should we?
Knock, baby.
So we'll knock on the door.
Yeah. Schnobik, is that you? Come in.
We'll walk in. Say it is not Schnobik. Heinrich,
I think that still counts as being invited in. Now, I don't know. I know you have to invite a vampire into your house. I don't know if they have to invite you into their house. I figured it'd just be good to cover all the bases.
Well, gentlemen, what on earth are you doing here?
Funny, Heinrich. I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, I am here to see my offspring.
By the way, we're here because you told us to come here.
Right. I was not expecting you to be here in this state.
in this state, you mean still healthy and
Alive.
mortal?
There's a lot of vampires in here. I believe I warned you about that.
You did indeed, but it turns out one of them is my brother, and he's in a better state than you told us he would be in.
Your brother. Right. Schnobik is your brother. That's right. I remember you said something about that. Yes, and he just let you live, I take it?
Obviously.
Interesting. So are you the VIP
Heinrich,
guest?
what are you doing here?
First of all, priest, I'd like for you to know that I'm feeling more like myself now than I was in my shop.
I now remember that I have legendary resistances.
that part of my spell, that part of my character sheet, was a small line, and I was only doing big lines when you came into my shop. I was
So
only dealing with
quoth-
emboldened letters.
So quoth the queen. I was only doing big lines.
That's true. She did decree. Yes. I guess there's no reason to lie to you now at this point. We have VIPs arriving very soon. The White Lady herself, of course, and some emissaries from Adair and Hark. And I was just preparing a little something special for our friends from Hark.
Who are the emissaries from Adair and Hark?
Someone at the very top, as far as I understand. Herr Walter Faust will be here from Adair, along with his retainers, and Waverly Cloudsack and his retainers from Hark will be here.
Oh, damn, gentlemen. I need to. Might be time to run.
Oh, there will be no running for you. There's not going to be any getting out of this, I'm afraid. Mageling.
Meaning that you are not going to let us walk out of here, or?
The White Lady commands. I believe she wants to speak with you.
Well, we would very much like to speak with her as well.
I just did want to speak to her with Hark and Adair breathing down my neck, personally.
We thought we'd be alone with her.
When do they arrive?
I don't know. Soon, perhaps. They asked
Tomorrow.
me tomorrow. They asked me to. The White Lady asked me to prepare a cocktail of sorts for our friends.
And what does this cocktail do?
This cocktail makes men more pliable.
As a charmer, so to speak. Yes.
It's something along these lines. Yes, sure.
Heinrich, do you believe all this stuff about demons coming up from underneath to devour the world?
Now, this is something I do believe.
Do you really? I'm going to insight check that, too. Here. Sorry. Shit. That's an 8.
That's an 8. How did you get an 8? Don't you have like a
Plus
passive
6.
insight of 90?
I have plus 6, so I rolled a 2.
Passive insight would be a wonderful thing.
That would be a
Right,
wonderful thing.
right? Damn.
So I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, you feel like
This vampire's goddamn inscrutable, boys.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you think he's telling the truth. Yeah. He's telling the truth.
I just can't read this fella.
Do you have any reason not to believe the White Lady?
Well, yeah, she's stealing people and turning them into necro slaves. I mean, it doesn't exactly endear a person to you.
Yes. This is true.
And personal power seems like a much that's a straighter line to me than preventing some heretofore unexplained apocalypse.
But what is this tower under the ground made for then? I mean, this is a real question for you. You've seen many things in this world. I've never seen anything like this. I've lived 300 years.
It's like some kind of well, but instead of water, there's light coming in.
Huh. Except it's
Heinrich,
dark
are they-
all around us. Look at it's dark everywhere.
It is for
It's-
now. Heinrich, do you suppose that the darkness is... It is clearly unnatural. It is not always dark on the surface. You know that.
Yes.
So, at some point, do you think this magic will be dispelled when this well is finished?
Huh.
Years from now.
Yes, it does seem to be taking you quite a while.
I mean, to what end?
I don't know. To what end should they want light in the Underdark?
Huh. I guess that would really...
I suppose with an army equipped with windies or windows or whatever they were called, those
Lenders.
lenders. Oh yes, lenders. They could perhaps have an advantage over those that did not in the Underdark.
Huh. Well, that is an interesting theory. Barret Hell? That would certainly put me at disadvantage, as you are well aware.
Yes.
Huh. Well, she
Does
already
the
controls all
situation
the
also put
vampires.
you at disadvantage?
Well, Bezlith Luatul was my maker. But she has not had any power over me for many, many, many years, until very recently.
So you're saying your mother's power has only just become something on you?
Yes, that's true.
Heinrich, what is she?
Abel, I don't know.
God damn it.
I can tell you this. She does not hold the same power over me as she does over my children.
But she's mortal.
She seems to be. It's almost like the vampirism has been removed from her somehow. It's very curious to me, and I would like to find out why or how. She does not sleep in a lair anymore. She is not afraid of the sun anymore, any more than any drow would be.
Does she not age anymore?
She's never been more beautiful as far as I'm concerned.
Was she always a drow?
She was before she was a vampire. Yes, that's true. That's true. Many, many years before she gave me this gift.
And how recently has she taken power over you? How recently has she lost her, status as a vampire?
I don't know. I don't know.
Surely you know when she claimed power over you again.
Well, she came to me and she asked me for my help. And I told her what I would always tell her once I was a free vampire of my own. Hell no. Get out of my store.
And yet?
And yet, I could not say the words. Very, very, very odd. Although I can continue doing my life, my work, I don't sense her the way Schnobik says he can. Have you've spoken to Schnobik, I assume?
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah. I don't think of the White Lady as a friend, as you know. But I gave you my, but she is powerful, and I gave you my word I would help you. So, here we are.
But as far as you know, she is not fey, nor fiend, nor undead. She is a mortal drow with some power over the undead.
That is my understanding. That seems to be the truth. And the power wanes the older the vampire is.
Does she have some sort of charm or any particular jewelry or odd possession that you've seen on her?
That might make sense. No, I haven't seen anything like that.
Any spell books or any new desires to study the arcane?
I don't know. She sent word. She said, I want one of your famous potions. She said she would pay me very well. She said that my child was working out very well for her. He's really quite the mason. And here I am. I assumed that you were already dead because she didn't mention you.
You've agreed to help us, but absent that, would you see her will done?
No. I still
even if it means demons flooding up and causing apocalypse.
She doesn't want them to flood up if she's really fighting them down below. Better underground than up top, but there are many men, many armies, and demons fall just like anything else. So I don't necessarily want her to be a governess above the ground.
So, to your mind, the demons are actually the lesser of the two evils we were dealing with here.
I can't imagine a demon being powerful enough to defeat her and the armies of Adair and Hark.
Well, assuming the armies of Adair and Hark join with her.
Well, I mean, I'm sure she'll weaken them before they make it to the surface. I guess I would rather that than anything else. I'd rather them run through the Underdark and then face what we have up top.
You're confusing me a bit.
Sure.
You
Sure.
you say you wanted to help us.
I
But
do. Well, I don't want to help you, but I will.
You clearly sent us here to die.
No, I told you the grave danger you were in. You said you wanted to go, and so you went. And I said I wouldn't hurt my child, and I will not.
So you did not send us this way under any orders.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. One thing I can tell you is that Heinrich does for Heinrich.
Except for now.
I'm getting thousands of gold for this potion. Heinrich does for Heinrich.
Tom, remind me, when we were in Heinrich's store, did I see the bird on the shelf?
You sure did. Yep.
Yeah. Heinrich, may I ask, there was an animal on one of your shelves in your store, and I wonder how it came to be there. It was a parrot, a green parrot with red under the wings.
What?
I know the one. Sure.
Yes. How did that come to be in your possession?
I don't rightly remember now. It was a barter that I made with what's his name? He'll be here soon. He's a greasy fellow. Willem.
Yes.
That's the guy.
God
That's
damn
him.
it.
That's him. Yes, he brought it to me, and he said that he had killed it, and he had stuffed it, and it would be a lovely addition to my store, and I agreed with him immediately.
I see.
He
So
was-
it's merely a piece of
he was-
taxidermy.
Yes, he was coming to trade me for some potions that he said he has otherwise been cut off from, and so I provided them for him
I see.
in exchange for the lovely bird.
What kind of potions?
Very, very traditional alteration potions. You drink them and you change into something else that you want to be.
Or someone you might have thought of recently.
Yep. You understand how this works, I see.
Yes.
Why would, this seems a little off the beaten path here, fellas, given our current predicament. Why would Willem be bartering for alter self potions?
To give them to Despo Goodshower.
Right, but I thought Despo was getting those from her wife.
That was the story that we heard.
From Despo.
Maybe Willem was not entirely forthcoming with Despo.
I've never traded with Willem before, at least for those potions.
So that was the only time that he bought those potions from you?
Yes, that is
Maybe
true.
he's going off the beaten path because the current supply line's shut down. He's helping Despo out in some way. I don't know. I can't read it.
It could be.
How recently was this again?
2 days ago.
Oh.
So the day before we came in?
That's correct, yes.
And that parrot got sent to parrot hell. Everybody keeps talking about parrot hell around here. I figure it must be important.
But Heinrich, you do not feel the white lady's presence getting closer.
I don't feel her at all anymore. Nope.
How will you know when it is time to clear the cottage to make room for the Hawk arrivals?
When I'm finished with the potion, I maybe 30 more minutes, I'll be done, and I have a potion for the Adarans also. I was going to go over there and make it. That one's just mostly for the smell. It's rose and lavender, and they like to have that sort of wafting in the room. You put sticks inside the oil that I make, and it creates a pleasant smell. Not to be drunk.
Interesting.
Is it?
Well, it means the Hawk soldiers need some more coercion to work for Bezleth, and the Adarans perhaps do not.
I guess that's true.
Or is it a magical scent? A magical aroma?
There's nothing magical in it at all.
It's just a potpourri.
Yes. It's a...
I see.
Yes. A potpourri of bow.
It's just potpourri?
It's just potpourri. It's just your basic skills and competencies of a high-level priest.
Can I ask, would Paraso's spotty sense be up when the Adaran shows up?
You asking?
Right. I'm asking the DM, Mr. Tom.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If he gets Herr Walter Faust gets nearby, he will feel it for sure.
All right, but none of that is happening.
That's not happening right now. Nope.
Okay, that's good news.
Yep. All right. He finishes up. He says, "Okay, guys, I have to go make the potpourri."
Are you just gonna leave the potions in here for the Hark fellas as a welcome gift for when they arrive?
That is true. Yes.
Okay, you got to pack up all this gear too. Do you need some help?
Sure. Yeah, you can carry some of this stuff for me. That would be very, very, very kind of you, Abel. Thank you.
I help him pack up. I'm trying to. I'm like, do I have any way to signal the other guys?
Is this a sabotage?
Well, here's the thing, right? Like, we've got to disrupt. We can't let these three ally together, right?
Right.
Like we've got to disrupt these proceedings somehow. And first off, well, either it's a matter of swapping out this potion, or I mean, I can't convey any of this in character, but either it's a matter of swapping out this potion or somehow warning Waverly Cloudsack what he's getting into. Although, honestly, he's a pretty with it guy. I don't know that he's going to be going around drinking random stuff.
He could probably intuit what they are before he drinks it.
Right.
Right.
Run an Arcana check.
Like,
on anything.
I don't know if he needs our help for this, but then wouldn't Bezalith know that too? Like, is this really her plan?
Oh, it's so meta. It's so meta.
All right, well, see you later, Heinrich. Have fun over in the Adaran cabin.
I'm sure that the White Lady is looking forward to meeting you. Be safe.
We're looking for it. Is he leaving? Is he just leaving the potions here?
He's leaving the potions there. They are in wine bottles.
Okay. Does it?
With
If
wax
I give it a
seals.
whiff, does it smell like wine?
Oh, they're wax sealed. He's been sealing them up.
Oh, they're
He's
wax
been,
sealed.
Yeah, he's been sealing them up with wax. All right. Do see you, and be very careful. There is a very wild youngling about. Just
You really want us to go kill this thing, don't you?
no, I don't want you to. I don't want you to at all.
All right. See you later, Heinrich.
Okay.
Is Kunkel still around?
I mean, I'm about to have him fly back. Yeah, he's you see him flapping from the wall, and he comes and he lands on the staff and hangs upside down. He's got a piece of paper in his hand again.
Nimrod's in good with Hark, right? He used to work for the Hark or he used to be in the Hark army.
Yeah, he hates the new Hark
But
army,
he hates
yes,
the new Hark.
Yes, he is a hero to the Hark army.
So maybe we have Kunkel take a message back to Nimrod that when he sees that a Hark envoy will be coming shortly, and they should be warned to not drink the wine in their cottage.
Okay.
Didn't he just say he hates the new Hark?
I mean, he does. Can we trust him to convey the message?
He's not going to tell them shit.
He's going to be like, and by the way, you should drink all the wine in the cottage. I think maybe we convey it as tell the Heart contingent not to drink any of the wine in the cottage. If they do, we all die.
That's good. Okay. Okay. So, and he flies off again.
If they drink the wine, everyone dies.
Okay.
So are we left there without Heinrich?
Yeah, you're left there without Heinrich.
So
Yep.
we wait a minute for him to leave, and then I think I'd look around and be like, if we do not want them to drink this, would we not just pour it out?
Yeah, except then they'll know something's up, right? Or, I mean, they'll know we sabotaged it.
That's true. I do not have any wine on me to replace it.
Yeah, if they either drink it and it proves ineffective, or if it is not here when they arrive, then they'll know, then Heinrich will know and the White Lady will know that we did something. But and by the way, this is all... I'm assuming there are ears everywhere around here.
Yeah, so it's all quiet.
Do we have anything that can ensure that we are unobserved?
I mean,
Maybe we
could
should
look
go
around.
take a walk in the woods.
Yes, let's.
Discuss this further.
That's a great plan.
All right, let's go walk in the woods.
Let's go take a walk.
Okay.
So we're speaking very low, you know. Yeah, they've got if the Heart envoy shows up and they just don't drink anything, nobody can hold that against us. But we don't want it to look like we're trying to sabotage this thing. It just needs to fall apart on its own, which I feel certain it will. Without coercion. And clearly Bezleth thinks it will too, otherwise she wouldn't have gone through the trouble of creating these potions.
Yes, I cannot think of anything at the moment, perhaps. Aside from, as much as I hate to say it, an earlier rendezvous with Waverly Cloudsack.
Oh, God. Yeah.
I do not like that idea, but I suppose if necessary.
Fucking politics, man. How do we get wrapped up in this?
I believe you wrapped us up in it.
Yeah, why'd anybody listen to me? I'm not made to be making moves at these high levels.
All right, so Kunkel flies back to you, and now he has 2 rolled up pieces of paper in his hands.
Okay, well,
Let's read them.
All right. So you're gonna grab some of the guano off his behind.
Sure.
He's got shit all over him, and so you sort of rub it on the paper, and this one says, a war wagon has arrived outside the wall, and the other one says, Wokest wants to climb down in and sleep in a bed. Those are the 2 notes that he has.
Oh, he doesn't like sleeping on top of a giant pile of brambles. Is that what he's saying? Doesn't like sleeping on literally the world's biggest thorn bush.
I think we just don't reply to either one of those, unless we want to find out if they can tell what side the war wagon is from.
I feel like if he could tell, he would have told us.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm wondering if it's not our Lake and Hearth folks.
That'd be
Did they have
hilarious.
a war wagon? They had a busted ass wagon with a.
They have our busted war wagon that we left
Yes,
with them, right?
That's true. That's true. Do you want to have Kunkel fly back and ask?
Send him back and say, "Does it look like a busted ass war wagon?"
Can you tell? Yeah, describe the wagon, I guess.
All right, so
whose colors do they fly?
That's a good way, yeah.
So Kunkel comes back, and the note this time says, a gathering party of gnomes, druids, and other barbarian-looking ruffians have appeared from the edge of the forest.
Ooh.
But we don't know if this is with the war wagon. This is separate from the war wagon, so that must be a dare.
Could it be Felipe Madumba?
Ooh.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say Adair and Hark are all humans, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, Hark is the anti-other race, and Adair has a little more flexibility. But yeah, I think you might be right.
I feel like the situation outside the gate may be a bit powder keg too. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what do we do? And we're stuck in this freaking cottage.
Well, we're in the woods now. We can walk out there.
I
now.
mean, non-human ruffians could be anybody. It could be Breentowners or Lake and Hearth people. It could be, but if I'm thinking, what's the worst case scenario?
No, the worst case scenario is it's legitimately cabin in the woods, and we go underground, and it's all just fucked up and weird. No.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Boy,
The cabin opens up into a magnificent scientific basement.
I sure am glad we're just strolling through the woods on this full moon night by ourselves, with nobody around to interrupt our thoughts.
Yeah.
How far in are we? How far in are we from the wall?
You are about half a mile from the wall. You're about maybe 2,000 feet, 1,500 feet away from the edge of the forest. So where the clearing was.
So Filnir knows who at least is not, whose wagon it's not at this point.
It is not Walter Faust.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a perception check
Okay.
for anybody shadowing us.
Yeah. Tell me what you get.
19.
Oh. So there's not any body, but
Any non-corporeal presences shadowing us.
yes. So there is something in the trees.
God damn it! It's always in the trees.
Yeah.
Something like in the canopy, like up in the trees.
Up in the trees. That seems to be moving tree to tree, up high.
This is so hard. I don't know if I want to waste a spell slot right now.
Just one something up there.
That's what your 19 tells you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I catch everybody's eyes and sort of point up the trees to the canopy.
Who has dark vision?
I do.
Not
Okay.
me.
Okay. So you see where he points.
Yeah.
You see one of these halflings. But it looks pretty fucking wild. It's moving like a monkey in the trees. And it's definitely following you as you go.
Filnir, what do your
There's
half-elf eyes see?
Yes, there's a wild halfling in the tree. Shall I shoot it down?
I think we need to go see what the situation at the gate is. So I think we start heading that direction and see if it makes the first move. That's my recommendation.
See if the halfling makes the first move. And I'm gonna make a bow appear in my hand and knock
Be
an
ready.
arrow.
But I don't want to be the one to break the peace here.
I'm going to recast mage armor.
Every time. I love it every time.
All right. Kunkel flies back out to you with another note, and this one says, arrows shot from war wagon at barbarians approaching.
Okay. All right, we got to run then. I assume, because we don't know who the war wagon is, but if it's our people, we got to help them, right? I don't know who that war wagon is, but if it's our people, we got to help them, right?
All right, we're running.
Okay, you're running?
Mm-hmm.
All right, as soon as you start running, the monkey halfling starts to move from tree to tree. Even Jonas is aware of him now, and he lands behind you. He's about 60 feet behind you, and he's catching up to you. And now he's running very fast, way faster than any halfling can.
I'm gonna shoot him with this longbow that I just created in my hand.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm just making sure this is gets to use my charisma bonus. And that is a 24.
Hey-o.
Ooh, jeez. Okay. Yes, that's gonna hit. It's definitely gonna hit.
And it does 7 damage.
Okay.
And I say, unless you want some more of that, back off, you undead piece of shit. That last part wasn't really necessary, but god damn it, man.
Okay. We're gonna be in initiative now. I'm freaking you guys are running, but this thing is also running,
And it's faster than we are.
and it is definitely faster than you are.
21 for initiative.
Okay, my God. Okay.
I've got a 22.
Holy shit, guys.
Okay. All right,
I've got a 17.
What?
What? Oh my god.
It still puts you near the end of the order.
But it's still the highest initiative roll I think I've ever gotten with this character.
Okay. All right. So.
Oh, by the way,
So
I
I
actually
gotta-
get to attack with my packed weapon twice.
Oh, nice. Okay. So you can get a second attack. So it's
I should,
and-
so before the initiative thing, I should still get another.
Yep. He got a 14. So either way.
So that's a 16 on the second one.
Jesus.
And another
does
12
that
damage.
That is a hit.
12 damage.
12 damage from a longbow? What the hell?
Hey man,
plus
charisma
this-
modifier.
Man, he
Oh my
rolled a
God. Okay.
he rolled a 7. Oh, it's a longbow +1, huh?
All right.
Yeah, that's what the Hex Warrior does.
Okay. So
7 plus
Jonas,
4
you got a
plus
22. What'd you get on your
Yeah, 22.
22? Okay.
Oh wait, maybe I'm wrong about the +1. Maybe it's the 15 and the.
No, I think it's right.
I think that's right.
I think that's right. Yep. Okay. So he like your both of your arrows hit and like go through one of his arms, and he is so pissed off at you right now, and you are about maybe 80 feet ahead of him right now, and he closes all the way to Filnir. So he's on you, Filnir.
Well, now I will say, I mean, not to necessarily throw things off here, but I am for sure the slowest one of the group.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so
I mean,
also
technically
out of
we all
initiative
have,
order. Yeah.
But I was gonna say technically we all have speed 30, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm lowest dex and lowest initiative order. I would say
Anyway.
I'm probably the one bringing up the rear.
Your
Anyway,
speed is more 29 and a half.
I went out of initiative order anyway. It's Jonas's turn. So you've got this thing running. It's actually 80 feet away right now.
Okay. I'm going to Ray of Frost him. And
Okay.
half his speed. Oh, that is a natural 20.
What? Jesus Christ.
That would be
Okay.
27 total. And let's see. All right, so that'll be a 9 damage, and his speed is halved.
Oh my God. All right, so he's
No, I'm sorry. Speed is slowed down 10 feet.
Well, it's still bad. Okay. All right, so Filnir, you're gonna shoot that bow again.
Yeah, I guess I'll take a couple more shots at him. All right. 11.
It's a miss.
Okay.
It just sort of shoots over his freezing cold head.
Yep. And then
Are you guys?
25.
By the way,
At 25 hits. What
sorry,
did Sam?
John. Do you also move 30 feet further away from the vampire?
11 damage.
He's standing his ground, Sam.
No.
Oh shit!
I'm going to move 30 feet further away from the vampire.
Is that what you're gonna
That's
do?
what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot him, and then I'm going to keep running.
Okay. Your second arrow wings his knee, and he is looking real bad.
Okay.
And Jonas
and I'll-
continues
I
to
will-
run.
I'm going to stand my ground.
Okay. All right, Abel, it's you. 80 feet away.
All right, I look at Phil near like, what are you doing? And I just walk 10 feet up, just to make sure I'm in front of him.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Tempest's Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Let's see here. That's a 25.
Ooh, that is definitely a hit. Now, your damage roll determines what happens here, too, right?
So it's 2d6 and 2d4, right? I think this is the first time I've actually cast this.
I think it's the first time you've cast it. It's someone other than Jonas.
2d6 and 2d4.
Okay, did your D4s equal each other?
No. It
Okay.
was a 2 and a 4. But
Okay.
it's 6 radiant and 6 radiant, so that's 12 radiant total. And next attack is with advantage.
This radiant damage is just so awful against vampires. It's really awful.
All right, a little Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, that's right.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it.
And so he keeps running, but he gets up to he makes it all the way to Abel. He's not going to go past Abel because he doesn't want to get killed with an opportunity attack.
Except I'm
Oh,
going to
no.
reuse my reaction to take an opportunity attack.
Oh,
anyway.
you're what is it?
Yes.
The polearm master
with my polearm master.
God damn it!
With advantage.
Okay.
That's still only a 12.
That's gonna miss.
Damn.
Ooh, that was about to be
Oh, I
real
set
cool.
that up so good.
That was
You
so
really
good.
did.
Oh man!
But
All
then
right.
my polearm master didn't quite connect.
All right, Jonas.
It's not the vamp's turn.
No, it
Oh, did
moved. It dashed.
Dash.
He had to take a dash.
I had to take a
get
dash to
Oh,
get you.
man. Okay. All right. I'm still running off. And I'll try a firebolt. And that is a 9.
That is a miss.
And then I keep running.
Okay. Okay.
Now, I'll point out that, Ionis, you're about 60 feet from us.
Yeah.
70 feet from Abel, so you're sort of off on your own.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all right.
All right. Filnir, it's you.
How far is he from me now?
10 feet.
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. I'm gonna back up 10 feet, and then I will shoot the longbow at him again. Where'd it go? It's an 11.
It's a miss.
Second shot. 10 also misses.
Oh, that's a miss too. They just both whiz right past Abel's ear, and Abel, it doesn't even bother you. This is just.
I mean, he's never seen me fire a bow before, so maybe.
No,
it
this is
bothers him
cool
a
though.
little bit.
I haven't seen you fire a bow either. This is awesome.
This is why I bought the quiver so many episodes ago.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to hit him with my spear.
Okay.
24.
That is a hit.
7 piercing damage.
Tell me how you finish off this vampire.
It ran all this way to get up onto me, and I just I use its own momentum and I just hold the spear out there and let him sort of run onto it.
Oh, just
and
like
and bowl me over. Yeah.
this is just like your origin episode with Holdershek's
Oh
son.
yeah,
Yeah,
just like that.
Yeah, and it does. So yeah, it bowls over and it impales itself, and as it impales itself, it just poofs and turns into a gas, and you see it streak away from you, and after about 15-20 feet you lose sight of it, and Filnir, you see it still going straight back, and you see it heading toward the light well. And
Wait,
you're
so
out
there's
of
no
initiative.
body?
There's no body.
Oh.
And it heads towards the light well.
So I will
Interesting.
I will make an aside to Paraso and go, this getting you a vampire may not be as easy as it seems.
Listen to me. Next time you see a vampire, you may hold me in your hand to strike him.
Next time I will.
I will not let him gas out. I will soak him up. Gas fills the container.
Just call me Fazeim.
Beano.
Beano. That is a super dad reference right there. I
That
feel.
really is. That
Like,
really
that
is.
is.
You may call me Epizote. Are you guys heading to the wall?
Yeah, we're still running for the
Still
wall.
running for the wall.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't think we slow up either. Like,
All right.
No, I think
now
it's
that
full
we
dashes
started
from here.
running.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you get closer and closer to the wall, you hear what sounds like just full on battle going on the other side of the wall, and you see Nimrod, and he's standing up there, and he's got his hands up in the air, like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing right now? Like, he's not blasting anybody, he's not doing anything. And Wokest has his freaking lute out and is like playing music up on top of this wall as the battle is going on down below. You can't hear what he's singing, but he's definitely like jamming out to something up top on the wall. And your rope is still there.
All right, climbing.
Climbing.
All right.
Yep.
All right. I will require athletics checks from all of you. You have advantage. It's a DC 10, not a big deal. I hope you don't fall, but such is the breaks here.
22.
Okay, 22. You're fine.
19.
19. You're fine.
The other one was a 12, so it would have been good either way.
All right, 16 advantage.
Okay. All right. You guys all make it to the top of the wall, and as soon as you get to the wall, you notice that the darkness lasted with you almost until you got to the wall. So like once you got 10 feet away, it's suddenly like it's totally daylight out here, and you climb up and over, and you get to the top of the wall, and you look down, and you see a massive melee going on, and at first you can't quite tell like who's who. There is a gnome riding a panther, and the panther is swiping at a warrior that's wearing full plate mail, and then all you hear is this. Well, shit! I'm gonna kill you, you fucking panther! I'm gonna kill you right now, and you hear her say, "Goodshire, Spearshire, boys," and you see from inside the war wagon, you see it's like a clown car. Warriors from Hark are just piling out of it, like one after the next. It's 25 warriors, now it's 35 warriors, now it's 50 warriors, now it's 60 warriors. They are just piling out of this war wagon.
Waverly. That's
Right?
that's Waverly.
Yeah,
and every time another one comes out, the barbarians who are charging the war wagon are getting pushed back a little bit more, and you see this bald gnome that is sort of guiding the charge of all of these different small and medium-sized creatures that are all riding on the backs of strange animals. There's a panther, there's a dire wolf, there's an animal there's a creature that's on top of an owl, a giant owl. There's someone that's riding a giant snake. They're all like descending on this thing, but as much as they can, as much as they try, they just keep getting pushed back. And you see, climbing up on top of the wagon, you see Willem's searchlight, and he pulls out a bow, and you can see that he's got only one arrow on it, and he is like trained on the gnome on Pantherback, and he's waiting, and then Despo crouches down and pokes the panther, and the panther starts to crumble to the ground, and the panther turns into an orc as it crumbles onto the ground, and the gnome rolls down, and the orc tumbles on top of the gnome, and he gets up, and he's holding his scimitar, and he slices at Despo and misses, and Willem Searchlight's arrow hits him right in the neck and goes straight through, and blood shoots out, and the Hark army is just sort of keeps piling out and keeps coming on to the gnome on Pantherback. And just as Despo is about to sink her spear into the gnome, you see Syl Moonbrook just appears and touches Despo Goodshower, and the two of them disappear. And thus ends
Come
episode
on, not
20.
like that.
No way.
Every War
God.
Must End, the Dungeon Dads podcast.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you have a war wagon with the teleportation circle inside of it,
Clearly.
Apparently.
and the army is coming,
Damn.
And we're on top of the wall.
and you're on top of the wall.
Damn.
Well, the one person we would have felt bad about killing just disappeared. But
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully not 500 feet into the
feet
air.
in the air, right?
Now, don't worry. John has Featherfall.
And we've got a potion.
keep your eyes. Yeah, we've got a potion.
We've got a potion. John. Yeah, sure. John has Featherfall. Sure.
Oh, you don't have Featherfall?
We'll just say that John has Featherfall.
No, I don't. No, we can't just say that. You don't have Featherfall? I thought you did.
I do not have it.
Bum, bum, bum. Find out what Tom does with that information next time.
It's all right.
Oh my
I've got
God.
I've got another idea. Don't worry about it.
So you mean I
Okay.
can't just leap heroically off this wall and trust you to make sure I land all right?
Sorry. I'm thinking hard about picking it up later. Thinking real hard about it.
Oh,
man.
man.
Oh, what a great
Panther
conclusion to this
turned
episode.
At first, I thought it was, for a split second, I was like, "Is this Galwinia and Disa?"
I was thinking the same thing.
That too.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh my God.
And then I was like, "Wait, no, the orc was her disguise, or was Disa's disguise."
Yeah.
But
This is just all
Huh.
nuts. All nuts.
yeah,
I want to play again.
Right? Do we have to stop?
Oh, man. Well, this-
here's the thing. I want to see what's gonna happen next. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
yeah.
Right.
I might appreciate a week or two to think about that.
That's true. That's true.
Well, you do know that Despo Goodshower has had it out for the gnome on Pantherback since
That's
the
right.
very first episode, and she's getting a chance here.
She almost got him.
She's getting a chance at it.
Hmm.
And of course, my favorite character, Willem Searchlight, is back, so I'm happy. I'm so
happy.
happy.
Everybody's
guys.
favorite character.
Hey guys, good to see you up there on the wall. You gonna be able to?
I don't remember if we discussed this, if we discussed this on a recording or not. When Tom was like, "Yeah, I put Willem Searchlight in there because like you guys didn't really have a rogue in the party, so I thought like he could be your rogue, your NPC that you could like take with you to fill that hole in the party." I was like, "You thought we were gonna bring him around with us everywhere?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's
I
useful."
tried, and we have all our I sent him a picture of Willem, and it's a really nice picture of a knight wearing like golden accoutrements with a really beautiful flower hat on, and I was like, who wouldn't want to take that guy around? You know what I mean? like you can hacky sack like during your short rest or stuff. Like he seems like he'd be a really fun guy. And he just so he accidentally knifes a few people.
Oh,
Whatever.
Yeah, I like how you've
So
been
rogues
trying
do,
to like
right?
make him seem nicer since we left him.
Right.
I guess. And he used to give candy to all the children in this village. Do we see Cutchin Sweet Lion down there?
Cutchin is definitely there. Yes. Cutchin is a MVP. for these guys, or an MIP, a most important person, not a most valuable person. Sorry, let me take it back. Let me take that back.
You're coining a new phrase, MIP.
Yeah, right.
Is that a step above VIP
It is
or
it's
below?
It's above. I mean, this guy's in line for the
I
Heart
would
Throne.
think a most
throne,
important person would be higher than a very important person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Well, have we successfully taken all the air out of this cliffhanger?
Right?
Like, cliffhanger, dun dun dun. Let's talk about bullshit for 10 minutes.
Oh my God!
But how
I've
will
been
the
waiting for
bullshit
this
end?
moment. I have been waiting for this moment for a long time, though. Oh my God! I'm
That's-
so excited.
It's too exciting. It's too
I'm
exciting.
so excited.
Vampires
that's
to the
ridiculous.
back of me, battle to the front of me.
As soon as
Wait.
Tom started monologuing, I was like, "Oh, we're coming to the end, and it's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
oh, it's
right.
gonna be good."
Way to get us away from Bezlith Luatol as well.
Well,
Right?
I mean,
Are we
one
really
round-
away from her? No.
Yeah, right.
She's all encompassing.
Although apparently, we can leave, or we could try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We got up to the top of the wall. Hopefully we can get down.
I mean,
Exactly.
you killed the
Usually
vampire
getting
that
up's
was-
the hard part.
That's right. Yeah.
I was sweating on those athletics rolls.
Oh, how great would that have been if his own damn Jesus help me rope, he couldn't climb it, and he died there at the wall before seeing it. If he did that, I wouldn't let him hear it. I would have I think I'd have kicked him off our conference call, and then I'd have just told you guys. I just told Sam and Tim what happened.
Yeah.
Well, listen, wait. Can everyone give me 2 seconds of silence?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be our cut point. If we need to take all this stuff out,
Yeah,
then we'll
right.
come back in, and guys, I can't wait to see what's going to happen in 2 weeks.
Oh my
It's
gosh,
super exciting.
It's
gonna
gonna
be
be
awesome.
Crazy.
Gonna be
Oh
awesome.
man. Oh man. It's gonna be a lot of party members to manage.
Yeah, right.
NPCs, player characters.
Good luck,
Yeah,
Tom.
I'll figure out how to do it. Just like any big battle, you just break it up into small little component battles, like in
Yep.
the Greek
Yep.
epics.
There you go.
Like
There
we're
you
just
go.
gonna zoom in on all the important people. So like Abel will be fighting somebody, and Filnir will be fighting somebody, and Jonas will be running away, and you're gonna have all the people. How many people can you put in a pocket, John? This is really important. 3, 4?
Depends on the spell level.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's one more than the spell level.
Ah, that's cool.
So at most
Yeah.
4 right now. Yeah.
At most
At
4.
4 right now.
Yeah.
Okay. But not yourself, right?
Not myself.
Oh, that's so weird.
It's okay. I've got it. I've got some things figured out.
Oh.
All right,
It's-
so can you guys all give me 2 seconds of silence?
And cue music.
Wait a second. Before
Before
we shooby-doop out of here, I think what this is emblematic of is we all have so much fun doing this, and we're
Oh,
not quite
man.
ready to say goodnight yet.
I know.
No. The adrenaline's still like pumping. Like we're all still
Yeah.
like the end of this got our hearts racing. So now we're just like, okay. Ready to go? Yeah.
Ready to go. Let's do it.
And we have
Well,
to stop.
Yeah.
Because Tom
Come on
said
back
so.
next time, guys. We'll be here. We're here for you. This chapter, or this part of the Dungeon Dads podcast of the Ever Warm Us In campaign, it feels like it's coming kind of to a close. So
Let me
we're
put
gonna
it this
see
way:
what's-
every war must end, but this battle is just about to begin.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, toodaloo, everybody.
Toodaloo, everybody.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Choo-ba-doo-ba-doo-bop-bop, choo-ba-da-ba-da, choo-ba-doo-ba-doo-bop-bop, choo-ba-da-ba-da, choo-ba-doo-ba-doo-bop-bop.